back in '94.
There was, but it was just FBI had them.
Yeah.
The casting though was crazy.
Yeah, my little homie's in that shit. He's one of the hoopers in that. Welcome to Kraig Facts. All right, we're gonna clock in on KBLA. Ready?
Yeah.
Welcome to Kraig Facts on KBLA 1580 Talk Radio. I'm your host, D. Craig Smith. If I owe you something, get it from God. God. Hey, we had a great show last weekend, huh, fellas?
Man, awesome, man. That show was awesome.
It was cracking in there. A lot of women.
Yeah, beautiful woman.
Good food.
Yes, sir.
Disappointed in the owner, though. How your whole wait staff not show up?
Bartender.
We served drinks because he didn't have a wait staff. You ever been to a show where the entertainers served you your drinks? Well, we do that.
You ever been to a show where entertainers clean the trash up in between shows?
Well, we do that.
Man.
It was great. It was hot in there, though. Yeah, I had fun. I appreciate y'all, man. It was a heck of a show.
Shout out to the fans, man.
Shout out to the fans.
Shout out to the Kraig Factors, man.
And I can't wait to do it again, man. Y'all dope as hell. Like in person, y'all some dope people, man.
It was fun.
You too, bro.
Yeah, definitely, man. We got Sacramento and San Diego coming up soon, man. So if you in Sacramento or San Diego, man, when we post it, man, make sure y'all get in on it. It was a well of a time.
Yeah. You don't want to miss that, man. Exclusive stuff.
Don't want to miss. I got some Kraig Facts for you guys today. On George Washington, the most overrated president of all time.
Dollar bill.
You know he only had a 6th grade education?
Oh. Wow.
His formal schooling ended at age 11 after his father died. His father dying cut his educational career short. He was supposed to attend a military school in England like his older brothers, but after his father died, he had to pick up the duties around the crib.
Wow.
Commendable. Indeed, that was something that he always regretted. There's a lot of different historians who have quotes about him regretting not getting his education.
What do you think he didn't know with the 6th grade education?
I mean, I don't know what I don't know. Like what? Yeah, really, technically, after you learn how to read and write, and add and subtract, is school really necessary?
You really stop learning anything new after the 3rd grade. All education stops. Everything after the 3rd grade is repeat of kindergarten through 3rd, just building on top of it.
You think they can do that now? What kind of requirements you got to have to be the president now? Like you can't fail kindergarten or something?
You got to make it to 7th grade, bro.
We put it like this. Put it like this. A high school diploma is equal to a 4th grade education back then. So they ain't teaching these people. They teaching them how to be rainbow kids these days.
What was they teaching him in history class?
Oh, right. What was history like in the 1700s?
Right.
They was talking about England.
There wasn't much American history.
Right.
So what?
They was in the colony. They was doing that British history. Yeah,
well, at the time, I mean, that leads into the next fact. A mistake of his is what led to a world war, the 7-Year War. So when he was a 22-year-old general in the army, at the time, Virginia, the colony that he lived in, sided with the English. And the French and the English at the time were both trying to colonize America. So an Indian search party reported to him that in a certain part of Virginia, there was about 100 to 150 French military officers who set up camp. So I guess the people in the camp weren't there to fight. They were there to try to create peace. But George didn't know. He was gung-ho. So him and 150 soldiers attacked the French dudes and killed like 10 of them, and one of them was like a dignitary from France that was there to try to create peace. Wow. And George killed him, and that led to the 7-Year War, which was a world war that lasted for 7 years.
6th graders to do that.
George was a thug, man.
He probably couldn't read the letter. He couldn't read the letter.
Would you respect your boss at work if you found out he didn't make it past the 5th grade?
No. I'm not out there.
Why not?
5th grade? Like, dude, you still going to recess. Get up out of here.
Yeah, because even higher learning, as we call it, you know what I'm saying, getting older, higher grades, you learn how to manage yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like 6th grade, I couldn't wait to go to different classes. You You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, for sure, I get to leave here and go somewhere else to sit down.
Yeah.
Right.
By the time I got to high school, I hated it.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? You know, you be ready, you know what I'm saying? So I learned how to manage, okay, I got to be here at this time. Or, you know what I'm saying? There's consequences. So it's a little bit of, you know what I mean? It helps you out a little bit.
This next fact is a God. This is if I owe you something, get it from God fact.
Preach, brother.
George Washington's first love was his best friend's wife.
Oof. What?
See, that's how you know he was a scoundrel.
To do that.
He was a scoundrel. A thug.
Right.
He was quoted as saying, "The world has no business to know the object of my love. Declared in this manner to me, I want to keep it concealed."
Sixth grade.
Right there. And the right speech.
Tell everybody I don't want to.
You know
Yeah, we got to misspell all his quotes. He didn't make it that far in school.
You know the cool part about that, even though he was rich, his wife was the one with all the bread. He married the rich chick, and he gonna do her like that, man? Come on, George Washington, you a scoundrel.
That's because he couldn't count his paychecks.
Historians credit her, the woman that he slept with smoothing out his rough edges socially, teaching him how to behave and converse among the wealthy and powerful, and even how to dance. It's unclear whether romance actually blossomed between the two of them, but they did smash. Older women have been shady for a long time. Because there was an older woman that turned me out.
Hell yeah.
I say this joke all the time. One time I stayed at this woman's house so late that when I woke up in the morning, her husband was cooking us breakfast. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't care that I was smashing his wife.
Yeah.
All he was worried about was, man, who ate all the toaster strudels? You know, Kraig, every time you come over here, toaster strudels. When you leave, I'm strudelless.
Eating all the strudels.
Now, this is the most disturbing fact to me about this guy, George, right? Do you know he had false teeth? Now, a lot of people thought that he had wooden teeth in his mouth.
No, not at all.
But the teeth in his mouth were from slaves and cattle.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't brush his teeth.
Wait.
Cattle teeth?
He
He
had
had slave teeth and cattle teeth in his mouth.
That's terrible.
Is it?
Yeah.
They still got his teeth like on display.
Who voted for him?
So he wouldn't brush his own teeth, but after he yank yours out, he keep those clean.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yours are immaculate. You've never seen no whiter teeth than what you would see.
Yeah, right.
With your teeth in his
That's
mouth.
a dirty
He must not have been racist then.
No, you definitely was racist.
What's more racist than taking your teeth out your mouth?
I'm saying if you racist, how you put a black man's teeth in your mouth every day? You got to look at it.
Yeah, because we were viewed as
as property.
They try to get different teeth.
You just give me a property.
His
teeth.
property, his property.
If you needed a liver, you know what I mean?
no front teeth or another man's teeth in your mouth.
No front teeth. I can't do it. I gotta I don't know. Hold on.
Yeah, no front teeth.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't
No front
do it.
teeth.
No, I'm just gonna be thin it. I'm not happening.
Hey,
I'm not
Troy,
putting nobody's teeth in my mouth.
he was a cold dude, man. He gets a lot of credit, but he did some things that were really, really, really shady.
He did.
Especially when it came to his slaves. There wasn't, you know what? When we come forward, more Kraig Facts on 1580 KBLA Talk Radio. If I owe you something, get it from God. God. Hey, Tavis, man, can we get some breakfast and lunch? I'm hungry in here, man. Tavis. All right. Cool.
Yeah, now we can cuss for y'all motherfuckers out there, nigga.
Nigga.
For the people watching, yeah, we doing the KBLA thing, and y'all, thank y'all for listening with us. And we ain't gonna cuss while we on with them, and we still gonna be just as goddamn funny.
Hell yeah.
Hey, but George Washington, I like him because he had a shag all around his head.
Yeah, he did.
Like he didn't just have a shag back here. Like he rolled his shag up and it went all the way around. I don't like that. I don't like that haircut.
He did have that.
Cocaine from.
You know
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, cocaine.
George Washington had an MC8.
Now, he supposedly didn't believe per se in slavery outwardly, right?
Okay.
But there was a slave, a female slave that belonged to his wife that escaped 3 years before he died.
Okay.
And he spent a lot of money and resources on trying to get that slave recaptured and brought to his house.
Yeah, there's a few.
That was his best friend.
It's just one thing about George Washington that they don't like to talk about in history books. Like right before he left office, he signed in the new United States that, you know, your children are born slaves.
Wow.
No, he did that. Hey, but like one thing, if you want to see George Washington get on the knees and act like a total hoe, pull up this letter right now on history.com. It's a letter from George Washington to Sidi Muhammad.
Wow.
Sidi Muhammad was a sultan of Morocco. And it's a whole letter. You can see the letter right now on history, and he's begging, like, please, sir, don't come down on America. We're a new country. We're going to pay you the money that we owe you. And if your majesty, he's acting like a total bitch towards this nigga.
Well, so we owe Morocco money?
Yeah, we owe Morocco money because Morocco put a lot of money. Morocco put a lot of money behind, because they had its own issues with England. So they put a lot of money and a lot of resources behind the United States becoming independent from England. And what they did was, in order for you to be recognized as a nation, you have to be recognized by another nation. So Morocco was the first country to recognize the United States as its own nation. But it was dead broke, and it just finished a war with England. It didn't have no resources. And Sidi Muhammad was coming to New York. Like, George Washington, you bitch, you better give me my motherfucking money.
He came to New York and asked for his money?
He came up to New York, was like, look, where the fuck is my money? And then you can go on history.com right now and look, history.org, type in...
Was it Arab or was he African?
He was Arab African.
Okay.
Because at that point, that's the Arabs played the trick on the Moors. Right. That's how the Moors lost control of the Iberian Peninsula.
You know how they got. We can go.
But it's dope. I just say like go back and just read the letter. Type in George Washington's letter to Sidi Muhammad, Sidi Muhammad, and go read the letter. It's gonna give you a totally different look.
Okay. Are we gonna go back in? Ready? All right. Welcome back to Kraig Facts on 1580 AM KBLA Talk Radio, the only black-owned talk radio station west of the Mississippi. Hey, man, back on George.
Mm-hmm.
George, man, he's been getting credit for being a smart guy. I don't know if he's really that smart.
Yeah.
Mr. Washington.
You know, he had no biological children.
No.
He already had money, power, and respect, and he took on a woman that had 2 kids that weren't his.
Well, no biological children, technically.
No real man takes care of another man's kids if he ain't got no kids. It don't make no sense.
Because he had some kids, all right.
So he had no biological Caucasian children.
Yes, no biological Caucasian.
You said George Washington had kids with his slaves.
Oh, he's definitely dipping that child.
Yeah, mixed babies.
There are people with that bloodline to this day that's willing to take tests, and they like, nah, we ain't taking that.
How can you? But how would you know?
Because he has a live descendants. Her live descendants. They can tell through the DNA, and they can match to his DNA.
I think we need to ask his best friend's wife. Did she have kids?
No, that was when he was a late teen. So Martha is somebody totally different.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Somebody said his mixed kids had wooden teeth.
Well, no, he didn't have wooden teeth. He had other humans' teeth in his mouth and cow teeth.
He wasn't here for that.
Actually, I was here for that because I was paying attention. But I'm just saying.
Only not.
You were.
I was listening.
I was walking down the street paying attention.
It's a combination
But then I
of.
wasn't.
It's a combination of other animals' teeth, wood teeth, and various things. It wasn't just wood teeth, though. Yeah.
Well, no, the wood teeth is falsified. They got his grill. They said it was slave teeth and cattle teeth in his mouth.
Okay.
It's a picture of the teeth right here. I can show you.
You want to see your teeth?
Nah,
That's crazy.
he rather
He put
have.
him in himself?
Huh?
He put him in himself?
But would wood be
not.
better? Would wood be better?
How does it even work? What kind of
It's like veneers.
Splinters in your teeth.
wood and veneers is too
If you can get them lacquer, though, you put some lacquer on them things.
You know what happens to
Ain't no lacquer back here, bro.
I mean, I'm not saying
Ain't no
him
none of
having
that.
the animal teeth would be like just trying to replace the teeth.
Right.
Huh?
Him choosing
I heard
cattle
what you
teeth.
said. You ain't gotta say it again.
You look like you just got off Colossus.
Yeah, you look like you just robbed a Magic Mountain gift shop.
Devon, you look like you're naked.
You know why? That's funny.
That's funny.
The reason that
Not coming from Otto.
but the reason his teeth.
That was an advancement.
Is he flirting?
I'll let you after this.
But the reason this idiot's teeth was messed up is because he used to like to chew. He used to crack walnut shells with his mouth.
Can't do that.
Why would
Oh, that's why I put that cow tooth in there. I'm gonna get that walnut. I'm gonna get that walnut.
Get that water track.
President, right?
Put the cattle teeth on the right.
No, because probably no one told him not to. You know what I
George
mean?
Washington, man.
Yeah.
I mean, as a kid.
He gotta have some kids out there because one thing's for sure, condoms wasn't a thing.
You sure about that?
Condoms
Oh,
did
baby,
exist.
baby,
Yes.
out of wood or what?
No, chitlins.
man.
Joe Eddie bring the wood?
What's wrong with Todd, man?
Okay, here's something about George Washington, a little known fact. He was an animal enthusiast.
Oh yeah.
He is the inventor. Not the inventor, but he is the first person in America to breed mules.
Yeah.
He is the originator of the American mule. Any mule in this country.
Was that a horse and a donkey, right?
Horse and a donkey.
So Jack,
So another one, he was really sick. He was
Let's see if that thing get in that thing right there and make that thing.
Because the horse rabbit didn't work. The horse rabbit didn't work.
The horse rabbit.
I need an animal with more butt. Like horses got big booties, but mules. Have you seen the booty to body ratio on a mule?
Oh,
If he lived in the jungle, he'd have made the first liger.
It's enough to stiffen you up. I'm telling you.
I tell you that, but
that's crazy.
I like it.
It's enough to stiffen.
How do you need to do that?
What do you mean? He's white.
And he's a president.
Somebody
Right.
said Mexicans mastered the mule. Did Mexicans master the mule?
Well, I don't know. Was Mexico called Mexico when George Washington was the president?
I think they're talking about another type of mule.
Mexico.
I think it was called New Spain at that point. I don't think it became Mexico.
They talking about another type of mule, Craig. My fault.
Oh yeah. They're talking about a drug mule.
I see what they were saying. Okay.
They're talking about keistering.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, shit.
How much dope you think you can keister, Ty?
None. None at all.
I'm sitting there. I'm there.
You leave the dope on the table. I'm going to jail.
Otto, we all want to know.
Two birds. My two birds. My two birds.
A flock of birds.
I know nothing. Let the eagles fly.
I don't indulge in those extracurricular activities.
I don't gonna take that hat off and say about this much.
But he was an animal enthusiast. Besides mules, in addition to that, he had a variety of birds. Washington kept many canine breeds at Mount Vernon, including Dalmatians, English foxhounds, French hounds, greyhounds, Italian hounds, mastiffs, Newfoundlands, pointers, spaniels, and terriers.
Man, okay.
He was a huge dog lover and selectively bred hunting dogs for speed over the years and gave them new names and came up with different things for the dogs, I guess. Yeah.
He just was
Like he created different breeds of dogs.
Right. How many of them dogs was chasing slaves?
Yeah, we already seen Django. We seen Django.
So you telling me
fast ones.
George Washington created the Greyhound and the Pit Bull?
He didn't create it, but he bred them. He was a breeder.
That's creating it. Like he trying to be God. Like that's like man creating a liger.
He need a fast dog.
No. You can breed a woman. That don't mean you're creating.
No, I'm talking about breeding, taking two species of dogs and creating a. Yeah, that's not.
That's not breeding.
Could you imagine being a slave? Because when he died, right, when his father died, he was 11, and he left George 11 slaves. Could you imagine being a slave and having to call an 11-year-old white boy
Master
man.
Master Washington?
Well, like, wouldn't you think in a slave's mind, like, he's 11. I'm going to just beat him to death.
Man, get up out of here.
And get up out of here. Why? What clicks in somebody's mind to make them accept that condition?
Like, a lot of times, if you were born a slave, like his daddy had slaves going back to the early 1700s. So when you were born and you're told that's all you are, that's what you believe you are. Kind of like us to this day. You look at black folks to this day, they tell black kids the only way out is to rap and play basketball. You know what I mean? So what do you have? You have a bunch of little geniuses running around trying to shoot a hoop, when if you use this mind, you probably make 10 times the money. Same shit.
It's like what they say about the elephant. You know what I mean? When an elephant's a baby, you put the steak in it. It can only walk in a certain area or proximity. But when the elephant is huge and is grown, it has enough power to take that steak away. But because his mindset is that this is what I've been doing, it's the only area I can go. When it's a grown elephant, it don't think it can go no further than that either. So I think it's the same thing. They train us from when we're younger, you know what I mean, and say this is your limitations, this is who you serve, this is who your master is, no matter how old they are. You know what I mean? We got the same mindset until they change it. That's what I think it was.
Elephants should be able to escape from the circus.
Yeah, like they do right now on the
I
school
didn't know
system.
they gave elephant steaks either.
No, they put like a little chain on
Oh, steak it. Okay. I'm
Sticking
like,
around like no, sticking it around.
they eating steaks. They want to leave.
I wouldn't leave either.
That's why they walking around that circle. That steak right there.
Looking for the next thing.
But most the mindset of a slave at the time is that my neighbors are Caucasian. They're all white masters nearby, so there was no. I mean, until Harriet Tubman came around, they they couldn't. Well, they didn't leave.
We got to give some credit because George did have a few slaves that up and left, and for every it wasn't like every slave stayed. They had 10 slaves. They had slaves were always running, especially in D.C. In Virginia area, they run off to the Dismal Swamp. They run down in Florida.
True, but
they run to Georgia.
Depending on the owner.
Well, it depends on and what you knew. So it's like, so it's not like we can't act like all slaves were the same. A lot of them cats was running.
True.
You know what I mean? But there are people. Sometimes if you get treated a certain way, you be like, okay. And the other thing is like, where would you go? Like, a lot of people were like they were sold.
Exactly.
They were captured in New York, sold down, and then where go?
I get where Dewan is coming from, boo. them little small victories. If we all ain't free, ain't none of us free. Right. So I like the notion that hey, we put up a fight, but I mean at the end of the day, man, we were still enslaved, and we got to learn from that.
So what you
we got to learn.
So what you like to see? I would think that they would escape and like build up
and come back.
Like let's grab some people and build up a nation.
Dope. She was one of the only. She was coming back for people.
Yeah. Remember this.
With no panties on.
But
George Washington was in office in the 1790s, right? Ooh. The Civil War happened in 1865. It's even 100 years. The Civil War happened because black people kept running. And it cost the United States a lot of money. Mm-hmm. And they were like, we need to end this because it's costing us too much. And the South was like, I ain't even did nothing. Mm-hmm. And not because they wanted to free nobody, but because of the revolt. Like they weren't slaves in 2 generations after that.
But running don't work.
It worked then.
You gotta stand and fight for whatever your freedom is. Whether it's your physical freedom, your financial freedom, you gotta fight. And that's the moral. The Civil War shouldn't have took so long to happen. It should have been more white. I hate to say, it should have been more white folks dying earlier in the game than what I mean.
Well, then you got to look at the 1830s. You had the Seminole Wars in the 1830s. That was fighting. He was
an 11-year-old boy with 10 adult slaves.
Man,
that don't even make no sense to me, bro. I don't care how broken I am. I would like to think he's 11.
Yeah. You don't think nobody tried to fade him? Not even
we haven't heard about him.
The juniors.
What if he had hands? What if he was 11-year-old with hands?
Ain't no 11-year-old in the world.
Is
11-year-old that can whoop you?
I think, yeah.
And Shaolin, y'all better quit playing. One of them Shaolin.
What's all of it happening, bro?
Okay, you go out there.
You think an 11-year-old Shaolin monk could whoop you?
Yeah, probably so. I don't know none of that. I'm out here trying to do the dope fiend. He got something for that.
Like the real Shaolin monks, right? They're the real Shaolin.
An 11-year-old public school bully will whoop time.
Got something for him. Got something.
Public school bully.
Got something.
I just don't kick and punch technique.
Yeah.
But that goes to show you, that prisoner of war status. If you believe, like we as humans, we believe in what the people tell us, especially when you're really young. They get to you before that. The Jesuits have a phrase: "Give me a child between 0 and 8, you can have back the rest of your life." Because once
they didn't say nothing about hands. We're talking about hands.
Once you program somebody, look, you just had a couple years ago, you got Terry Crews, the toughest dude on earth, got his balls touched by some little old dude.
He ain't tough.
He wasn't 11.
He was no, the dude was like 80. You really
He was a grown member of the Illuminati, bro. He was illuminated.
But Terry Crews really allowed the dude to touch him in front of his wife, and he's a swole cat. And this is like an old man.
But look how small
that happened.
But see, look how small he felt in that situation. You know what I'm saying? He was big, swole, 6'8", 6'9", 270, whatever. But when that little man came up and grabbed him and brought him to his level, like, you know who you are. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think you be talking about with the mentality of, you know what I'm saying, the slave.
Hey, here's a quote by Khalil Gibbon. It says, "Do not accept half a solution. Do not believe half truths. Do not dream half a dream. Do not fantasize about half hopes." It's all or nothing. It's half hope. You either want freedom, which means somebody got to die, or you don't. It's no safe way around being free. You have to either die metaphorically or somebody has to die physically for you to get what you want in your life. Yeah. And your ego, most of the time, is the thing that's going to die now. But in that time period, actual people were going to have to die for you to be free. It wasn't going to be no... It took 400 years.
Yeah. No, it didn't.
I think white people had a
1609.
1609 in the 1609, but to
1960
to 1865.
No, 19. I'm talking about from when we got here. I'm talking about all the way to civil rights movement.
But you can't look at it as a monolith because those who wanted freedom got it. A lot of people didn't want freedom.
What about
80% of these cats don't want freedom?
What about the ones who got it that didn't come back for us? What about the ones who got it and didn't come back for us?
You can't go back to people who don't want to be free.
I can't let them off the hook. They're just like them NBA and NFL cats. They got their freedom. Who are they coming back for? They're coming back for children. They're giving away Snickers and tickets to games. I don't want to work no more, Kobe. Rest in peace. MJ?
They was coming back for the cats that wanted. If you want,
they're coming back for cats. What about humans? Wouldn't you be mad if your slave best friend got away and came back 2 days later for his dog? That's what we be doing.
His dog and 2 chickens. You seen that? You see? Come on, let's go. Hey, what about me?
You seen it? You got happy. You back for me? Yeah, Kraig, pass me that dog.
That's why, like, the coldest gangster ever is Robert Smalls. Robert Smalls got himself out of freedom, stole a Confederate ship,
went back down,
went back down, got his family. Yeah. But at the end of the day, if people if they comfortable, they like what they like, you can't save them.
Yeah, everybody can.
A lot of people are you're right about that, Kraig. Most of these people are cool and they don't want to be saved. They want to be slaves because at least as a slave, they get the guaranteed paycheck. I hate this job every day, but I'm going to go because it's a guarantee. I'm going to get my pension, and you're not going to get me out this job.
But let's talk about freedom. Is it really free? You go to Canada to be subject to some more white folks?
Same thing.
It's freer.
Okay, it's a little freer. You ain't got no shackles on, but you still can't really do what you want to do.
Right. It's still a half dream.
It's a half dream. You can't. How you gonna tell me what my dream is?
So, Kraig, are you telling us that if you can't protect something you owe, you don't really own it?
You don't own it, man.
I agree.
So, freedom is not a right.
Wasn't no escaping slavery. It was everywhere.
Freedom freedom comes at the end of a sword. It's like peace. If you want to be peaceful, you got to be willing to defend it. That's a fact. Because people will try to interrupt your peace. Yes, sir. You think you this, you think you that. Well, fuck you and your mama. Why you?
And your mama. Yeah, but you know, it gets to that point, bro.
But it had to be like a scary movie back then. You know what I mean? Like if you a slave and you running away, and then you can get found by another slave owner and put back on their plantation. Yeah. You know what I mean? You leave. Yeah. It's like a never-ending story, like you know what I mean, a never-ending horror film. You feel what I'm saying? Too. Yeah,
but
that's what I'm saying.
It's like but our people, like we boast about that. Like when what's your boy name from Black Panther?
Chadwick Boseman.
Not that
Michael Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan. Brian Jordan. No, Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan.
Brian Jordan. That's the baseball.
Brian Jordan. That's the baseball player. But when he was like, I'd rather die like my ancestors because they knew, you know what I'm saying? Right. When he said that, black people stood up in the audience and applauded. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. But the practice of that is not being, you know what I'm saying? We're not really practicing that. Okay. People not willing to lose anything to gain everything. You know what I'm saying? Right. So you can just look at, you know what I'm saying, this little pandemic we just went through. People was willing to give up everything just to be able to go to Starbucks the next day. You know what I'm saying?
So mad at Kyrie for not.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But now look, he in the playoffs. Playing every game, ain't missing nothing. He stood on his own too. So are we teaching it? Are we? Because it's not wrong to want to be safe. You know what I'm saying? It's not wrong to want to be safe.
Self-preservation. Blaze was just talking about it.
Yeah. So is it wrong Is it wrong to push against that? For the people who like, I'm good right here.
No, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong for slaves not to come back. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying, how can we not have a plan? If we're going to free everybody, shouldn't nobody be able to leave unless we got a plan? Okay, we're going to make sure you get out of here. All right, but when you leave, this is the responsibility.
Yeah.
Right.
You go ahead.
But was that why did he have to come back for you? Why you didn't go with him in the first place?
Well, I agree, but if there's...
I think because of that.
I agree. But if there's a plan, there may be a reason. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's enough of us to where they wouldn't notice.
Yeah. But you know
what I'm saying? Go ahead.
The prerequisite to that is you got to have people who believe in your plan.
Exactly.
Right.
You hear what I'm saying? You got to have people to say, you know what? This is what I believe. This is how I'm going to do it. But you could tell the next man, yo, we going out here, and he looking at all these slave masters and what they just did to Earl last week, you know what I'm saying? And these whips and all this stuff. Bro, go like in life, you know what I mean? Right. Eddie Murphy was trying to get off that thing, and Martin was like, nah, bro, you going to do what you got to do.
Well, we all been through that.
Yeah, so how do you, that's what I'm saying. Before, like he said, the reason they're not going, maybe they didn't believe in him. You know what I mean? You got to show me first. You go do it,
well,
and
that's
then come back and show.
That's why I said, look,
you know
I'm gonna tell you, there's a lot of people who could have been in this room doing this podcast with us. I get calls every day, right? But what happens is when you first start something, people's ego tell them that you have to prove to them before they do something that is worth it. Right. And that's why a lot of people miss out on things, because they think that the way they see it in their head, the fantasy in their head, is how the reality is going to present itself to them. Right. And unfortunately, that's not how it works. At least that ain't been my experience in entertainment. All the little battles that I have won have not been the way that I saw it happening. Yeah. I don't know how it's worked for you or anybody else in this room, but I can tell you, if I was to say how I thought I would be in this position, nothing. The way I got here is nowhere near what I thought it would be in my head.
It ain't. Right. It ain't what you think it's gonna be in your head. But like again, going back to like, okay.
When we come forward, more Kraig Facts on 1580 KBLA Talk Radio. God.
So George Washington making jackasses.
Wow. He made that last one.
We're gonna go straight to yo.
He said George Washington making jackasses.
This next segment is
He said George Washington.
Hey Blaze, Blaze, you gotta let your bangs come down.
We're gonna go this way because we've been doing most of the talking, so we're gonna go this way.
The tracks are showing.
We're gonna go bam, bam, bam. All right. You said whose tracks?
Blaze tracks are showing. So you gotta let your bangs.
DeJuan is a pro, man.
Nah, I slipped twice.
No, I'm just talking about me and DeJuan. You can put anything on the table. We can talk for 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? You ready? Yeah. All right. Welcome back to Kraig Facts on KBLA 1580 AM Talk Radio, the only black-owned talk radio station west of the Mississippi. God! What you got for us, Todd?
Oh, man. Kyrie Irving, man. He dominated in the crucial playing game while he was fasting for Ramadan.
Right.
Hamadan.
Man, he was out there,
like a salam.
Like other Muslims, Kyrie Irving is fasting from dawn to sunset during this month for Ramadan.
Oh, wow.
And he's still balling. So
I didn't know he was Muslim.
I know he was either.
Dude, I saw that game the other day. That was what he had, like 34 and 13. I had no clue until afterwards when they did the interview and they said he hadn't had no food and water. And I'm looking like, how did this dude 34 and 14, bro, with no food and water? You know what I mean? That's crazy. You know, he was going crazy.
I remember Hakeem Olajuwon used to do that back in the day. It'd be like, with the Lakers be playing against the Rockets, like, oh, it's Ramadan. We about to get him this day. And Hakeem Olajuwon to come out there, whoop, 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 slice, fly their defense up.
After Kyrie and after, what's the point guard for Golden State?
Steph.
After Kyrie and Steph retire, Magic Johnson is the third best point guard of all time.
I don't know about that.
Kyrie and Steph?
Steph is going to be the best point guard ever.
Some arguably got Steph number one right now.
I don't know about Kyrie.
A lot of people argue.
If Kyrie wins another championship, well, I mean,
Magic got 5. Magic did a whole lot in Kyrie
right now.
Yeah, a lot of people got Steph.
You got
right
Steph
now.
as the best point guard ever right now.
Yeah,
Steph always burns out in May.
Arguably.
He's balling, but over May.
Best shooter? Yeah.
Best shooter of all time.
They're both already better than Isaiah. Agreed?
You said what?
Steph and Kyrie are better than Isaiah already.
Yeah, Brandon said I can't put him ahead of Isaiah.
I think so.
Zeke was 5'11".
Because Jordan wasn't messing with Isaiah. That's why.
Are you crazy?
Jordan got waxed 3 years in a row from Isaiah. Isaiah was waxed. You ain't Isaiah was waxing Jordan.
He got beat by the team.
No. Jordan.
It was a team.
When Jordan won, he had a better team. It's like, where does the excuse stop?
I'm just saying, 1-on-1.
No. Isaiah was killing Michael Jordan. He had his number.
You don't think
Jordan didn't win? Isaiah had surgery earlier that season. That's why they won.
But Jordan was putting up 40s and 50s on them, and they was losing. So it ain't like Isaiah was just dominating Jordan. It was a team effort.
That's what it was a team effort when Jordan won. When he would beat his people, he was a team effort when they beat the Suns.
Isaiah better than Iverson?
I hate it.
No. That's what I'm saying. Isaiah's further down the line.
Is Isaiah better than
Iverson's not a one.
No, he's not.
You said Isaiah Thomas better than... Are you crazy?
I'm taking Zeke way over Iverson.
You got to be playing right now.
Let me tell you why. Zeke is a winner. Zeke does things on the court that Iverson can't really do. Iverson's not a passer.
Like
if
what?
Zeke played in his era, he would have 0 championships.
If Zeke played on that Philadelphia 76ers team,
what team is that? Hold on. What team is that?
If he's a point guard of the Thunder of this era, then
you crazy.
If he's a point guard instead of Russ. If Zeke is the point guard instead of Russ for the Thunder in 2015,
Zeke is not even.
Are
you crazy?
If he's the point guard instead of Russ in 2015,
well, he's not even better than Russell.
Yeah. He's better than Russell.
Triple double. Double digits.
5 turnovers.
What are you guys smoking?
My point guard can have.
Who is Isaiah? What
about 10 rebounds, 10 assists, and 25 points?
Who is Isaiah going to be?
So Oscar Robinson he asked for the triple double 1 year in a boom era,
right?
And he's still in everybody's top 20.
Exactly.
Name my top 20.
Well, Russell Westbrook in the best era athletically and skill wise in the history of the NBA. You said Isaiah Thomas is better than him.
Who is Isaiah going to guard?
Nobody's streaming, right?
Who is Isaiah Thomas going to guard in this era?
Anybody.
Nobody.
Steph Curry
guarding in this area.
Steph Curry is like
Who's Westbrook guarding? Westbrook ain't never guarded nobody.
I'm just saying, the Pistons had one of the best defenses in the NBA. At the time they were playing, they had the best defense in the NBA. Rodman, all them niggas, they was locking it down. So it wasn't like
Isaiah beat Magic, Bird, and Jordan.
That's what I'm saying.
That's man in the league.
That's man defense.
Magic, Jordan, and Bird. What you mean that's all that was in the league?
That's man defense.
One at a time.
That's man defense.
The Pacers. Because hold on, Larry Bird didn't play for the Indiana Pacers. Larry Bird played for the
Celtics. No, I'm saying, but who was on the Pacers? Who was on the Sacramento?
Dominique Wilkins. He was Sacramento Kings, West Coast, dummy.
I'm just saying. I'm talking about in the NBA. In the NBA back then, who was on the
Wilkins? What I'm saying is he played against the top of the top Hall of Famers and he won. I'm just giving him credit for that.
He killed him.
Isaiah's a monster, but the game has evolved.
The game has evolved since then, but with the level, when you're dealing with the top guys, they can play in any era. They could evolve with the game.
Yeah,
they just did what it did. Isaiah had the skill set to play.
I didn't say he wouldn't be good.
What I'm saying is this: if you put Isaiah with his defense and with his decision making and his leadership qualities, you put him on 2014 Thunder. They're the champions.
I got one for you.
You got to
let's put Steph Curry in the hand checking era.
He gonna murder.
He's still crazy. Let me tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why he gonna kill.
You know why?
I'll tell you why. I'm
talking about this. You seen Reggie Miller? How many picks was Reggie Miller coming off just to get a 3 off?
18, 19.
He had to get, the whole offense was 9 picks set up. Because that's so much. You know what?
You know Steph Curry is better than Reggie Miller, right? Like way better.
Yeah.
And look, here's the other thing. Let's not forget.
Why are we saying this?
Let's not forget.
Because you can't play defense like that on Steph Curry.
But let me tell you,
you can't touch Steph Curry, so he can move through picks.
Listen, there was
handles.
Why?
There was no.
Because his dad was an NBA player that trained him to be an NBA player.
We can't negate the fact that the game has changed to where it makes the offensive player look better because you can't really touch the offensive player.
I'm not saying,
but it's the same difference. Look, because back then they didn't have zone. Because Isaiah Thomas shoot his way out of the zone back then?
Yeah.
He couldn't. He had
Let him get up.
Most guards couldn't, but Isaiah could. Most guards couldn't shoot out of the zone.
Isaiah Thomas was
Mark Jackson couldn't.
Isaiah would be an all-star in this era, but he would be a little bit lesser than a Chris Paul. He wouldn't be the second best point guard in the NBA like he was in the 80s.
Nah.
Bro, the guard play now is way better than it was.
I agree.
It ain't even close.
So you got to use that same argument when you go to Magic then. You got Magic on the same. He's a point guard in that era. Right. Was playing with Isaiah.
Yeah. I got Steph Curry over Magic now.
Oh, that's crazy.
Magic didn't have the skill set.
No, Magic
never got any better. Magic from 1979 to 1994 never got better.
Yeah, he did.
He played the same style of basketball for 20 years in the league. What did he add to his skill?
I'll tell you. In the 1988 season, Magic added the 3-point shot. He couldn't shoot his first 7 seasons. 88 through his retirement, he added the 3-point shot. In 1985, he added the baby hook. And in 1986, he added post footwork. If you go back and watch Magic, forget the passes. Just watch him on the block. He could post up on either block. He could shoot over both shoulders. Okay. He had the drop step. He had the drop step back. Okay. He had the moves on the block.
He got that. So in a 3-year span, he had the baby hook and all of the other things. In a 3-year span,
he had the baby hook in college.
Yeah, but he got that.
I could show you him baby hooking against Larry Bird
as a consistent, dependable shot.
Cool. That's cool though. That's cool. That's only worth 2 points. In 3 years, Steph Curry is shooting from the logo. He's shooting from half court.
Because the defense
fall away
changed
do that. Like it was 3 points.
Steph Curry changed he changed the game of basketball by himself, pretty much.
Magic
they both did. Magic and Steph. They both are, I believe, are dang near unduplicatable.
Exactly.
But it's arguable those are the 1 and 2.
When it comes
it took LeBron for us to get another similar Magic player.
Magic, the whole '90s era of the mobile power forward was directly because of Magic Johnson. But what I'm saying is this: yes, Steph can make threes, but my only issue with Steph, and I love Steph, he's one of my favorite players. I don't have nothing bad to say about him, other than he tends to fade late in the season.
He does.
When June comes around, you don't get the same Steph that you got back in February. And that's my only thing. When June came around, Isaiah was better than he was in February. When June came around, Magic was better than he was in February.
But not their whole careers. Not their whole careers.
Yes, their whole careers.
No, the first part of Isaiah's career, he wasn't a dominant player like that.
Magic came in as
He's a 10-year player. 6 out of the 10 years that Isaiah was in the league, he was that dude. But he wasn't dominating as soon as he got to the league. He didn't even start half of his first year.
Magic was in the finals his first year.
Magic is different. Okay, but what you got for us, Blaze?
Brooklyn rapper Mano says that his one of his sexual enjoyments is when he deal with white women, he liked to role play and he liked to play the role of a runaway slave.
That's like a bad joke.
Yo, and he was serious too, though, man.
Yeah.
His enjoyment. So he's done this before. This is his thing.
Yeah,
it might be fun.
Nah.
Are you into that?
We know I don't into that.
Tried it, but I mean,
I just seen Mano 2 weeks ago. At the Improv. I wish I would have known this.
He was on the run. Tell nobody you see me.
That definitely dropped this gangster son to me, man.
Otto, would you do it, Otto?
Depends.
We know.
Depends.
Right.
It's a no-go, bro.
I'm not doing the runaway slave.
Unless she gonna be like, we gonna play pimp and whores afterwards. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all that's open game if she's a...
Come on, man, honey, cocaine.
Yeah. When we come forward, more Kraig Facts on 1580 KBLA Talk Radio. God. Hey, Tavis, can I get some alcohol or something to get my blood pressure going, man?
Go on.
Yo,
I don't know.
I'm not doing that. Only way I'm doing that is if we do a slave revolt after that.
I'm just saying, I doing that. I would guess that's my favorite thing to do, but I mean, all it's open game if she a thespian though.
Ain't that the same? Ain't that like the black and white fantasy? Like, you know what I mean? Like, ain't that the number one?
Yep. Ready, Blaze? Oh, back into your topic. You just pick up where you left off. Ready? Welcome back to Kraig Facts on KBLA 1580 Talk Radio. God. Blaze.
Yeah, man. So I think it made me think about what kind of white woman would be okay with would be okay with playing that role. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like something in her already, right?
Yeah. It's black man in her.
Like, do Mano bring it up, or do the chicks he's with bring it up?
He has to. If she bring it up, that's a whole different story we going now.
That's what I'm saying.
Have you seen Mano in person?
Yeah.
I think the white woman he's messing with is cutting his hair. He got a Sammy Davis. He got a hip hop Sammy Davis on his head. Have you seen? Look, Google Mano's hair, man.
It's gotta be me.
What if they switch the roles though? And Mano wasn't the slave. Mano was a slave master, and she was a slave.
That's not historically correct.
I play the Christians versus the Moors, and that'd be historically accurate at that point.
Let's do that.
We're going to take this back to Spain in the year 828. Come on over here.
Let me play Othello. Let's play Othello.
I'm Syriac.
See, that's what I'm saying. These man, you got to teach these white women black history if you gonna deal with them, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Let them know. Let them know what their history was like when we was kings. You know what I'm saying?
If you got a role play to get your vagina excited, you need to go on a vagina halftime. You need to give your crotch a break, ladies. Because it shouldn't take all these fantasy games for me to wake up your vagina. So I stand up when I'm supposed to. And if I don't, guess whose fault it is? It's my fault.
Dudes either. Like, you really shouldn't have to, hey, I need to be tied up like a slave. Get cracking. Like,
you a slime ball, Martha. You're an oversexed slime ball, and you need erratic human behavior patterns to wake up your vagina. You need to chill out with your coochie.
Martha.
What did that say about her? What did that say about her if she gets excited over a slave trying to get with her?
That means she out there.
She found the right brother that let her do that.
Now that's historically correct. They was always excited. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. I couldn't wait.
It's one thing to have those kind of thoughts and that idea, which I'm not saying I condone, but to me it's a whole nother thing to voice that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For him to say that, this ain't a private conversation. He on a podcast. It's a public speaking platform, and that's what you want to talk about. You ain't got nothing else going on. You want to tell us, you know, how you let the white women step on your neck, and then
that's weird. The thing about Mano's he's a leader. What you mean? He's a leader. Just put it like that. Where he from? He the type of guy. Don't open the door. He's the type of guy where he could be like, "Hey, get him out of here." And somebody gonna grab, you know.
That's a very interesting point because I believe that, but again, you know, Todd said he wouldn't follow a dude who didn't make it past a fifth grade education. How do you find a dude who cool with playing, you know what I'm saying, slave to a snow bunny? Like, you know what I mean?
Where do they find these cats?
Right. What is he leading? A pack of tushy ticklers?
What else is he into? How far is he willing to go?
Well, Mano did 10. He did 10. He did 10 straight. He a shot caller where he's from, so I don't want to question his viability as a leader. But when I'm saying, you know, sometimes people don't be media trained. I'm not media trained. I say some stuff that would have got me lynched 50 years ago. And I think that's just one of them things. He's being loose-lipped, not paying attention, that people pay attention to him very closely.
Yeah.
You know.
Maybe.
I just wouldn't try it, y'all. Anybody listening, don't try his sexual fantasy. Where does it stop? If you're a slave, what can she do?
It's almost like saying somebody should have, you know, prepped him for the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Put on Hidden Colors with the white girl.
I guess we can all tell Mano to get her from God. Get her from God, man. When we come forward, more Kraig Facts on KBLA 1580 Talk Radio. God.
Like what Duncan said, man, we about to have a Hidden Colors watch party.
Yeah, man. For real.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
That's his thing, man. Y'all don't try that.
Yeah. That right there. Like what Blake said, like, why would you go on the radio and have that conversation?
Right.
Like, what made you like? Okay, people all got all kind of twisted stuff going on inside of that, whatever. But Kraig said plots.
You sit down, sir.
Plots.
That nigga gave him a German sitcom. You know that's real, huh?
Yeah, it's real command.
German.
He just started already hit the
Show can't creep in nowhere late. He wants to shake everybody's hand.
He just shook hands with the 6 homeless dudes outside. I thought there was 20 people at the door. He was out there. Got the show, man. How you doing, man? It's shy.
He knock on the door like, I know they hear me. Yeah. Mics and everything. I know they hear me. Keep knocking.
He get out the car and stop like shaking people's hands crossing the street.
He the only nigga I know that perform his name. It's
All right, let's go into this last segment. Y'all ready?
Last segment.
Welcome back to Kraig Facts on KBLA 1580 Talk Radio. God. What you got for us, Snaps?
All right, man. Some exciting news in tree talk, man. Let's talk about it. So last week I talked to you guys about the cannabis consumption lounges, right?
Yeah.
Y'all not ready for this one? A weed-friendly hotel coming to Las Vegas.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
Should have been there.
They bought out the Artisan Hotel, sold for $11.9 million. So now what they're doing is they're turning it into a full 420 hotel. Dang. So now we can shoot craps and smoke weed in other places in the park right now. Also, the Artisan. Also, what they're doing is not only that, they're also trying to get approved a shuttle service. A shuttle service that'll pick you up from the hotel, from the airport, and take you back to the hotel, take you to the strip, all that stuff, and it's all gonna be 420. A 420 shuttle, 420 hotel, 420 gambling, all that stuff, man. Shout out to Vegas. What y'all think about that?
That's dope, because I'm tired of paying Uber drivers extra to smoke on the way to
And that's what the people who work there are gonna say to people when they come in. Like, what is that? That's dope.
That's dope.
Don't worry about that.
And that's dope. And that's dope. And that's dope.
Now we got to fly to Vegas on the Soul Plane. You know?
Now, do you guys think that you're gonna have to, pay for the luxury?
No, the hotel.
Yeah, they ain't
They
free.
said that, I think.
No, I'm saying like the hotel prices may go up for that luxury of.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Especially in Vegas.
Yeah, man.
Nah, they're not gonna price it.
They still got the Bellagio right down the street, so they got to chill. So it's like, Vegas, people said the RE anyway. So
Bellagio ain't finna let you smoke all in there. And have
that's what I'm saying.
But you're not gonna be able to smoke. If you can smoke at that hotel, you're gonna be able to smoke in all the other ones.
For real.
I think what it's gonna do is it's gonna increase their gambling.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna increase their gambling.
Why not,
You know what Vegas is known as, right? Or Nevada is called the Mississippi of the West.
That's a fact.
They have the strictest laws on the West Coast. It was a time where if you got caught with that blunt, you're doing 6 months.
Right.
So they're not gonna let one hotel. If one hotel could do it, they all could do
No,
it.
they
Yeah, I
have
think
this one hotel, and if we catch you outside
No,
this hotel,
They're not gonna do that.
that's too much policing. That's too much. That's too much for the security to handle. I'm not gonna do that. So,
I think they're gonna allow it because like I just said, the cannabis consumption lounge is a new thing. You know what I mean? Like I said, you can go to Starbucks and get coffee. You can go somewhere and just smoke weed. You feel what I'm saying? So I think it's gonna be like you said. Eventually, it's gonna be the start of it. But eventually, they're gonna just like you can smoke cigars and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I think eventually that's what it's gonna be.
I think
You'll
it's gonna be the same way it
Vegas.
was remember no hotels charged for parking now. Then one started, then the rest of them started.
Right.
So what'll happen is at the hotel, because there will be hotels that'll say, "Hey, we're weed friendly," because people who don't like weed, that's gonna be their shtick. But a lot of them hotels are gonna have, if they don't have a hotel, they're gonna have a section. Right. You know what I mean? They're gonna have, okay, these are the weed smoking sections over here.
why though?
And that's cool.
Why though? But why though? Because you go in the, I know people in the casinos. It's smoke section.
Look, they smoke cigarettes. They're not about to be looking at you. Is that weed?
okay. Y'all go fire up a blunt.
Go to the patio.
Go to the MGM and fire up a blunt.
I walk down the whole strip. I walk down the whole strip
Somebody
all the time.
Because what it is, some of these
Inside.
hotels,
One at a time.
some of the casinos recently went to smoke free to appease people who don't like smoke.
Yeah.
And I get that. But you're right. If they're gonna allow smoke, they should just allow it all.
Yeah.
If you're gonna allow smoke,
I think that the places that's going to allow smoke are definitely going to give it the program. But other than that, I think it's going to be a niche thing. I think it's going to be the haberdashery. And that's it.
You're gonna have to release it because people are gonna stop. I mean, eventually you smoke cigarettes, then you start smoking weed, but then it's gonna go into like harder stuff. Like,
you know what? I don't know, man. Vegas don't play it out. Shout out to my boy Eugene Nunnery. He got the death penalty in Vegas.
Oh wow!
You know what I'm saying?
For weed?
We used to call him Pot growing up. Nah, he killed a few people, but if
he said that real casually.
but if he was in California and he did it the way he did it, he wouldn't have gotten the death penalty. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, hey, next up on KBLA is Nova Time with Zoe Williams. If I owe you something, get it from God. God, God, God. That's been this episode of Kraig Facts on 1580 KBLA Talk Radio, the only black-owned talk radio station west of the Mississippi.
Yeah. All right, now back to the shit.
Back to the motherfucking bullshit.
You gotta pay for that though. You gotta pay for that luxury.
No, it's not a luxury, Todd.
So if the waitresses
smoking cigarettes a luxury?
No. If when you're at the casino and you're playing blackjack or whatever, and they walking up to you and they got weed on the shit, and you can get weed from them instead of drinks, you have to. That's a luxury you have to pay.
No,
you get free alcohol.
You can bring your own.
Moving the goalposts
all the way down.
He didn't turn the goddamn the servers into drug dealers.
You gonna bring your own weed?
No, I'm saying you can have your own weed. What I'm saying is, if you already had your trees rolled up and you want to smoke like this guy, if Blaze want to fire up a whole cigar in the middle, if talking to a concierge, he can, and they can't say nothing to him. But if I want to fire my cigar with my type of tobacco in it, and it's legal because you can go to all the Planet 420, all that shit out there. I should be able to fire up wherever I want to fire up.
We'll talk to you about downtown.
I don't think it's
Let me fire up in the pool. I just smoked in front of the police out in Vegas. They don't say nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
They don't got time for that. It's a drug program.
Yeah, keep it a buck, man. Most hotels I stay in is 420 friendly to me.
They don't trip no more. Like, now you just go outside. Like, oh, that's all. I'm smoking out. They say go outside.
Right.
But now no security. Back in the day, when security rolled up on you, they'd be like, put it out.
They tell you put it out.
Or they kick you off. Now they let you keep smoking.
I ain't never been stopped for smoking weed in Vegas, and I smoke everywhere in Vegas. You know what I mean?
Chiefing.
Yeah, I ain't never been stopped.
It's hard. They already got drunks running around. Everybody drunk at 2:00 in the afternoon, bro. They ain't got no time.
So how does this weed hotel make money then?
What you saying?
They want to make money off alcohol.
I'm going.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Right. You going snaps?
That's why. I think everybody can fit in that. You squeeze in, let show squeeze in.
So right, y'all want to
Show
go
like he finna see the principal.
Yeah.
Like shit, I did bite that girl.
I'm excited.
Y'all want to go to this weed hotel?
Bro,
it's gonna cost you.
Well, think about this, bro. Can y'all imagine? Can you imagine getting off the airplane, bro, and a shuttle coming to pick you up, and the first thing you could do is spark all the way straight to the hotel, no matter how long your plane. Come on, bro. It's a gold
$200 a night.
It ain't nothing. When people go to Vegas, they go to spend money.
Yeah. Do you know how much a bottle costs at Casamigos in that liquor store?
That's what I'm saying.
Do you know how much it costs to get
$80?
Do you know how much it costs to get into the VIP into the lounge up there at the top of the Bellagio?
Talk about it.
Like when we go to Vegas, that's how you do it.
You spend it.
But if you gonna let me smoke,
Have you ever done Vegas?
Absolutely.
How about have you ever done Vegas? Not just went. I'm talking about. Have you ever done Vegas?
Yes.
Bro, it's some stuff out there that regular people have no idea about.
No clue.
It's some rooms you could walk into.
Right.
Whoo-wee.
Whole houses.
Y'all niggas went to the green door?
I know about the green door. You went in there with your girl?
No.
I ain't never been there. I heard about
Speak on it. Let the people
You was
know.
in there watching Ink get it in, wasn't you?
I ain't never been there. I just asked if y'all heard about it.
She don't like all that, bro. Hey, she don't like all that. Settle down. There you go. That's the stroke.
So what goes down at the green door?
You want to explain?
It's a
what the green
swingers
door?
club.
It's not weed, guys.
Swingers club. You go in there and you smash them.
Where?
You never
You don't care what he smashes.
Smash. That's it.
Where?
But like
Tell me now.
But like those each one of the hotels got a drinking lounge for the platinum members at the top. When you go in, there's this open bar from like noon to like now it's close like 8.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if you go in there between noon and 8 at the Planet Hollywood, man.
And you gotta pay extra for that.
No, like it would depend, but that's part of doing Vegas.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but no. If the hotel is offering that as a service, Todd,
right?
What they said is they're using that as their thing to attract new customers.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Like Circus, you can bring your kids here to, you know what I mean, enjoy these festivities. That's like us.
You got eyebrows like that Circus clown.
Whoa! Last time I went to Vegas, I had to pay the $200. I just paid the $200 smoking fee. It's a $200 smoking fee. I was like, fuck it here.
Well, what?
For smoking in the room, you got to pay $200.
Oh, the room. Oh, yeah, of course, in the room.
So I just paid that.
So that's extra.
No, that's if you.
That's if I'm luxury.
That's what they tell you not to smoke. No time. So that's because they tell you not to smoke.
That's fine.
If they letting you smoke,
I didn't give a damn. If they let me smoke, nigga, I'm there all day.
You pay a $200 fee so that you can smoke in the room, right?
Yeah, so if they
in a non-smoking room,
so that $200 fee is already going to be on the hotel room that you buy.
No,
not necessarily.
Not
Because they got
necessarily.
smoking rooms in Vegas already, bro.
Say what kind of room that was?
non-smoking.
Non-smoking room. I'm smoking in. I'm going. Okay, so if I'm doing something I'm not supposed to be doing in there, of course they should charge me extra.
What he's saying
But if it's a smoking room, I can smoke, nigga, and I'm here for this price.
no, what
It's
he's
not gonna be that. You know what I mean?
what he's saying is if you're willing to pay $200 to smoke in this room as a fine, what objection would you have if they put that on your bill, or if they just made it $100, so it's $100 more than normal?
Sure.
That's
easy peasy.
I know that when they book the room.
Exactly.
Away from the,
But they're gonna have some type of rule where you got to buy a quarter pound to get a room.
That's what Todd said. The rule gonna be pay this tax.
But look how they do the alcohol though. They walking around giving away the alcohol if you're gambling.
Exactly. You get a
Would that work with weed?
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
If the chips you buy are Ritz, they give you crackers out there. They go, hey man, smoke some more weed.
these hotels make they most money of the longer you stay in the hotel.
That's what I'm saying.
So for people who smoke weed,
they're gonna be there.
because now, right? If you gamble somewhere else, now I gotta leave the slot machine, leave this poker table to go outside and smoke.
Right.
But if I can sit here, because I know me personally, I ain't played a Hold'em tournament in Vegas in a minute because it's like, man, I want to smoke when I'm so used to smoking. You know what I mean? I don't play like I used to. But if this hotel's offering Hold'em tournaments and I can smoke a joint, man, sign me up.
Man, can you imagine?
I'm going there instead of Caesar's Palace.
Right.
Can you imagine how long we would stay there if they was passing out blunts? You know what I mean? Like at the tables. Can you imagine how long Dewan would be at the buffet if they kept
It won't be long.
blunts to the table?
If he could pick up a joint with that salad,
Munching.
You two look like y'all broke show out of the doghouse.
I got a plan.
3 niggas in one shot.
You two niggas look like you. I like that.
I know Show gonna be in there.
You already know.
Yeah, I already know.
They
You gonna be doing that little bullshit trick you be doing
Special.
with the white towel.
That ain't no trick, bro. That's just like catching the maintenance man slipping, bro. Nigga. You know what I mean? If you catch the maintenance man slipping,
No,
bro.
you got a bag full of dirt. You do that. You got a suitcase
I knew he was gonna say that.
Bag full of dirt.
We heard that before.
What is this? There's earthworms in this bit. What is it?
Hissing cockroaches?
There's an ant farm in this bit. What is this? These are red ants. And they're killing this black ant in my palm. What is
Can you see the nutrients in my soil?
What is this? What is this? There's sprinkler metal in my vent. What is this? You got sprinklers? It's a fire system, man.
Hey, nah, y'all just gotta know when y'all in a fucked up hotel, man. Y'all gotta look out for that shit, man. You get your whole room free, nigga. Especially if they slipping on the dusting and shit, nigga. Oh, you good. Oh, nigga, please. Last year I got like 10 rooms free.
Really?
Just told yourself. You know, I done told on myself, nigga.
You know it's over for that now. Folks be watching this. Somebody that works at a hotel is watching this, and in their next staff meeting, they gonna
That ain't called hookups, man. That's called scheming.
Ain't nothing wrong with a scheme every once in a while, do I?
Every once in a while, but 10.
That's technically that's a misdemeanor. What's the number amount of money for a misdemeanor? 1,000.
For what?
There's an amount like a misdemeanor.
Below 1,000.
Ain't no misdemeanor on my behalf. That shit, that is like if somebody put something in your food, my nigga, you feel what I'm saying? Like, nigga, they gonna give you that shit free and your money back, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's just like business.
I don't got time. I
got all
already irritated.
But it's scheming because
I'm already irritated. I gotta even check in a room.
Vegas ain't fun to me no more. I like going, but I like it'd be so comfortable. I like sleeping. I'll be in that room knocked out, man.
I sleep in that during the night when I get in the morning or something. During the day sleep is fire.
Right.
During the day sleep is fire.
I've never had a shroom trip in Vegas. I think I'm gonna go out there this summer to have a shroom trip.
I want to do another Vegas show.
Maybe we could. If we do, I'm taking a good.
I love Vegas.
2/8 of shrooms.
I don't know. I ain't
I'm eating all 2/8.
That nigga Otto trying to go there when the Adult Video Awards there. When they gonna be there?
Otto on his phone still searching for that green door.
That's where you want to go.
So is the door really green or?
He ready to catch the Greyhound up there.
Is that Greyhound?
Is there a limit on the fucking? So you can do any type of fucking.
And I leave when I decide to leave, or do I gotta leave when y'all tell me to leave? I don't know.
I ain't never. I'm not no freak like that.
I can't. I remember
on Facebook groups, man, they'll get your ass up in there though, man. Y'all ain't never been like invited to one of them Facebook rooms?
No, we talking about the freak room.
Man,
which one invited you?
I don't know, bro. It was like yeah, that's funny as shit. Nah, a couple of years ago, nigga, you just
Humane Society got it was a setup. They tried to get us.
I think we're there like, hello.
You know you've been roaming free for the last 3 years.
That nigga Otto with the Bros Over Hoes group. Come on, bro, you ain't gotta take this shit no more.
No man's club.
Don't stay with me, fuck.
I know what she do. You gotta worry about that over here. I don't do that.
Hey, I will never do that to you.
What told a nigga no?
Hey, show. So what gave you the gumption to go up in one of them rooms?
Shit. Nah, it's like, bro, when you get
I love it. This is smart brother right here. That had levels to it. That had levels to that one. I like that.
So we not gonna get on his so we ain't gonna get on his puddle pusher football shorts.
We're not gonna talk about clothes. You shop out of a weed store, nigga.
That nigga be at the smoke shop, like, ooh.
I was gonna get a pound. Fuck that. I want that. Let me get a nigga.
You wearing cookies clothes before they.
One nigga the dub got $280 worth of
I'll take 2 pre-rolls and a cheese.
I was just doing dab in the shop.
That's funny.
Hey, come back next week for another 8th and return the cookie sweater.
Dewan got boar in his blood, nigga.
You laid that out on your bed this morning.
Put the backwoods next to it. He put the backwoods next to it. Like, yeah.
iron shirt with a towel over it.
That nigga just looked at it like,
Nigga stupid.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, it's a little wrinkle right there. I'll get that though.
Yeah. What you think, babe? What you think, babe? I want you to think,
Oh shit.
he got to smoke. He said, I gotta get that shit.
Yeah, you already know. Once I get this weed, nigga, it's a wrap for all you niggas. But nah, I forgot what we was talking about. This nigga Dewan. Oh yeah. So the Facebook groups, man, it ain't even like, nigga, like you just be minding your business on Facebook, my nigga, and that shit, you get an invite, nigga, you automatically add you, bro.
You just end up in a group.
End up in the fuck getting kidnapped, bro.
You can always exit the group though. You know that, right?
Yeah, no, I did all of that, bro. I do some kind of shit.
In a group, Facebook group.
Basically, man.
That was one of my rose back in
Put that nigga in the hood.
Nigga jumped into a Facebook group. Man.
Nah, that's real though, man.
I told Chris, who would I tell that? Chris Sneed.
That nigga just up here. Shout out to Chris Sneed, man.
Yeah.
They didn't know who that nigga was. I tried to tell people who that nigga was. You better recognize.
Yeah.
Don't do that no more though, nigga.
Yeah, you got kidnapped.
Kidnapping to us.
You just put the phone down.
Hey, we're
We're
going to commercial break. When we get back, more Kraig Facts. God. I got beer. Great show, fella.
Stupid.
What's poppin', pimps and family? This is your main man, Slink Johnson. And today, I'm rocking with Kraig Facts. Watch it on Pharcyde TV. Matter of fact, episode 188, where you can see your boy, man, and we smoking yours. I'm finna smoke all Dewan shit up right now.
Al Sharpton, man, really, nigga? Really, Al? You been scamming all these years and finally got caught up, nigga. You own a wig with homemade sideburns. Al Sharpton, really, nigga? You let Don King slap you over a bag of scrunchies. Al Sharpton, really, nigga? You got a Snitch's greatest hits album dropping. I'm telling everything on everybody. Every time somebody says something important to you, you do a mic check. You said who said what to who? Mic check, 1, 2. Did you say it again? One more time.
What is it?
Don't leave me.
Too late. I'm going to Felicia's house because I need to clear my mind.
This is not my fault. This is not your fault. It's not me, baby. I just can't focus. I need you to be here to help me get through this.
I'm not your therapist. I'm your woman. And all of this is too much for me.
Just give me an opportunity to make this up to you, baby. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Nobody's buying my shirts.
Because it's a dumb idea. Look at yourself. Where are you going in that shirt? The bowling alleys are closed.
I can't even focus because you don't believe in me.
They're ugly. That's why no one bought them.
I've been throwing strikes for the last 4 years.
Magnus, enough with the bowling terminology.
A couple months of a slip up and you're gonna gutter ball this relationship?
Enough with the bowling terminology. I don't even like bowling. What kind of nigga who doesn't own a bowling alley wants to sell bowling alley button-up t-shirts?
It's a button-up bowling pin dress shirt business. I'm tired of people not saying what it is, man.
I'm a director. Hey, I'm a director. Places everybody.
Son, I apologize. I took some risks to provide for you and your mother. It landed me in jail for 8 years, and it took me away from you. Excuse me.
What's up, pimp? Hey.
What's going on, Slink?
Just left the shop, man. You left this up there. I figured you might need
okay,
this
appreciate
here, man.
that,
What y'all
man.
got going on up here?
All
Oh,
right.
y'all chilling. What's happening? Hey, Charlie, what's up, my nigga? What's the word, my guy? What's up, you big old man? What's the word, dog?
Man, I ain't seen you in a minute, man. What you been up to?
Oh, shit, not drinking enough protein shakes,
Yeah,
obviously,
you know,
motherfucker.
man. When you light skinned, you got to play the part, man. So don't nobody fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
You can use that kind of language, man. Fuck the kids, man.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. What's been going on though, man? I'm telling you, nephew been out there doing it big though. All these views, man. What is this nigga doing?
This man is a lyrical and creative genius.
I need me a thick nigga, but no homo though, cause that's that gay shit. Nigga, as long as I say no homo, it's not gay, right?
Absolutely right, sir. Anime.
Shout out to Charlie Google's film.
Protection. Can't call me Poppy, I teach her.
This is so dumb.
Everything about this was iconic.
Let me know what you think, bro.
I got you.
You should code.
Like, this needs to be the best meme. This needs to be the next Old Town Road.
What's going on with you, you big French bull mastiff terrier looking motherfucker, you dog ass nigga, man? You just like your daddy, man. Look at you, boy. You get big. Ah, shit, nigga, I almost broke my hand. You what you feeding this nigga? You
a whole lot of greens.
You got some more of it? I'm hungry. They got some weed in here.
I want to take some time, though, man. I got to thank y'all, man. Okay. First of all, I want to thank you for holding down the shop while I was in the penitentiary, man.
I'm just saying, just all you got to do, nigga, is put the... run the alternator. Run the line to the alternator.
Yeah, the tube got to go in the hole.
Without you, none of this would be possible.
Right on.
I love you, man.
Much love.
Brother-in-law, you've been a rock, man. You put money on my books. You kept me eating while I was locked down. You was there for my son. You've been a rock for my wife. Whatever you need, I got you, man. I'm just humbled by that, brother.
I gotta say though, man, if I had something in my glass, I would toast you. You've been doing right by my sister, and I really honor and appreciate you for that. I know things ain't been perfect, but you've been doing the best that you can. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, brother.
And I appreciate you for that. Glass me up anyhow, even though mine's is empty. Toast to you.
To my son, man, I apologize, Junior. I wasn't living right. And because of that, the system took me away from you.
The show you are watching is a paid program or advertisement. USA Network is not responsible for the claims and representations made by the sponsor.
Hello world, I'm Cephas X. Hotep, I have a breakthrough for you today. Years ago, my ex-wife, come on, my beautiful ex-wife, we traveled to Kemet. I picked up what I thought was a harmless blueberry. Unbeknownst to me, it was a Gadoji berry. Gadoji berries have healing qualities. They heal any and everything. You ain't got no hands? Gadoji berry. You got a bad knee? Gadoji berry. You a little slow and don't know where to go? Gadoji berry. Baby, bring me a berry. Hurry up now. Hurry up, baby. Okay, baby. I mean, you need a damn dagger to give me a berry? Why you got a dagger?
My bad, baby.
Okay, I mean, you know... Get the fuck up out the screen. Look.
Yeah, this dude got the key to success, homie.
You know, you're in and out, You just need to be out more times than you're in. And I'm gonna get to that, okay? I mean, you the cameraman or are you me, okay? I'm me, you the cameraman, okay? Look, we walked the path of the great migration. Dogs don't think barks, they think words. Can you please go get me the bits? Hurry up. Okay, look. I'm gonna eat this berry now. Look, there's a dog there. Look. We gonna bark at the dog. Ain't nothing gonna happen. What, ready? Let's bark. Look. See, nothing. The dog is not responding. See, no joining. The dog doesn't know. Right? But when I get on my knees, I say, come here, boy. The dog comes right to me. See, the Gadoji berry. It works here. And I swear this is not a scam. But you don't mean you.
Hey, go dial his number. Get them berries.
Hello? Hello?
Who we getting collect calls from, baby? Okay, Joker.
Hi, can I speak to Cephas X, please? Hold on.
I'm trying to get a 3.5 of the Gadoji berry.
What?
Could you wrap those up in wool?
Are you playing? Hang up the phone.
Alrighty. That was classic.
Why y'all people... Serious callers, please. Okay, caller, how you doing, caller? How can I help you, caller?
Yo, Kraig, it's your pops.
What, Pop?
It's your pops. Code 819. Come on, man, 819. I don't even remember. Police!
Yes. At the end of the day, I can't complain. The only enemy I have is me and my own big head. Me and Charlie Google's been running scams since 1985, partner. Get it from God, my nigga.
So what do you want to say? What do you want to say now?
Hello out there in TV land. Come to you live from the Huntington Hospital. We had some things happen to where cat put a knife on me, hit me a couple of times with it. But I pepper sprayed and beat it with a bat. And
is that true?
Fact.
That's a fact. Okay. okay. All right. Okay.
I stole on him and dropped him and he jumped up a pepper spray. And when I went to start hitting him, he hit me with the knife, and I know he had the knife. When I looked up, I was bleeding, so I kept trying to fight him. But he spin off, talking. I picked up a shovel, chased him down. He kept running, got away. He came back, I grabbed that.
Okay?
Huh?
I'll be back in 15.
Okay. I grabbed the bat. He picked up the shovel.
Smashed him in the face.
He told me he gonna fight me head up. So I said, okay. So when he dropped the shovel, I popped him with the bat. And I just took it from there. So when the police got there, he busted up with the bat. And here I sit.
There it is there, man. I'm off to the podcast. I love you. I'll see you in a minute.
We out.
Oh, you didn't know? You didn't know?
You collapsed lung. Say that again.
You got stabbed 5 times. You had a collapsed lung, punctured lung.
Collapse.
Meaning he put a hole in your lung.
Okay.
A collapse, meaning it's not sucking air up because it has a hole in it. Balloon with a hole in it.
Okay.
And you got a cracked rib.
Okay. That's it.
That's it.
All right.
And you still here to make sure that there's no complications from after the surgery with your lung. And once that's confirmed, they can let you out.
Sometimes when men need it, women don't want it. A week with no sex and my sexual energy starts to get weird in a mug. And some women notice. Like yesterday. Yesterday I looked a woman into a light jog. Gas, no brakes. And this bitch had on sandals, man. Even more fucked up because she jumped out of her car and ran. Did me like the European jump shooter's name. Open-toed scurry off. I don't be tripping, I'm a player. I be bouncing back and shit. So I met this other girl and I stepped to her like, hello, my name's Cassell. Since I got a good job and she liked me because I'm a player, you better believe she responded like,
hi, I'm Lisa.
Then I noticed her notice me. Didn't want to start off things bogusly. People always trip when you say exactly what's on your mind.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. My dick's hard than a motherfucker. Yeah, she tripped, then immediately tried to dip. Cassell tells no lies. Get it from God, my Nick.
Do one more local comedian.
Funny looking.
Yeah, man. Man, I want y'all to give it up for the medium-sized homie, Bo. He the medium-sized homie. He get all the Asian bitches.
Yeah.
Too short.
Clap it up. That's it. Clap it up for him.
I don't care if y'all don't know me. I don't know you niggas either.
Ooh.
In this motherfucker. What's up with y'all, man? I appreciate this opportunity, man. Clap it up for this opportunity. We got a great cast of real beep.
Fresh out here in LA. First studio with Cypress Hill.
Okay.
Be Real.
What's up, y'all? It's Persephone from the Bumpin' Heads podcast, and I'm here with Kraig Facts. You know what? Last time I was here, they was talking a lot of mess, so I had to bring in my backup crew, my boys, my girls, and we about to go crazy on Kraig Facts. You don't want to miss it. Trust me. And if I owe you something, get it from God. God.
You're listening to NUTZ, the saltiest station in the game. I'm that man, Barry Beige. That's gonna be a wrap on tonight's program, but before we dip, we're gonna take a few calls. Caller number 1, what's your name? Talk to me.
Yeah, my name's DJ Young Guacamole, and I want to give a shout out to Show for playing my shit, you know what I mean? Now I'm booked for shows and drowning in bitches.
Show you right. Caller number 2, get at me.
Yeah, my name is Nutrag, and y'all said my song Bubble Gut Slide was trash. Man, fuck y'all.
Yeah, my brother, that shit went straight in the doo-doo pile. Better luck next time, you hoe-ass nigga. Caller number 3, get at me, baby.
Hi, yeah, is this, Barry Beige?
Nah. Caller number 4, take us home, baby.
Yeah, ma.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to give a shout out to DJ Show, man, for the best show on IG, man. Gas and trash, man.
Goddamn right. What's my motto?
Don't be a hoe. Fuck with DJ Show, man.
Probably in. This is one-on-one with D-Bangs and Kraig. Really just eating food. So, how was it, and would you make this at home?
It was good, man. Especially that part I can taste when I do that. That part is really good.
Okay.
Yeah, I make it as simple. I felt it was good, man. Great job, bro.
Thank you, man.
It's good shit.
What's your favorite part about it?
The oats.
The oats.
The oats, yeah, adds textures, crunchy.
Get stuck in your teeth a little bit, pull it out, a little bit of extra mini game in the food.
The hybridization of all the different things, the banana, the bread, all that shit works together. It's great. Oh my God.
I'm glad to hear it, man.
Yeah, thank you
I've been working on this meal for mad long, and, I'm glad to see it finally coming together, and I get to share it with my people.
Yeah.
Would you recommend this meal to my fans?
Yeah, go buy it. Yeah, man. Make yourself one of these, man.
You heard it right here, man. Kraig is co-signing the meal.
Right. I'm with my legendary homie, man. Thank you for cooking for me, man. Look.
One time I walked into a restaurant while a woman I was dating was on a date. So I did what any real man would do. I introduced her to my date. I was like, hey, how you doing, friend? Friend. This is my friend. My friend. This is her friend. And wow, that's a whole lot of friendly shit going on in here today, huh? Well, God bless. God bless all the friendships happening in here today. You gotta let some people just be who they are and accept them for that, because the ego will fuck shit up, man. The ego will have you thinking that it can't happen to you. It could happen to anybody. Your woman's supposed to be the closest thing to you. Let me tell you something, fellas. You don't know your girlfriend until you've dropped her off at her boyfriend's house. Huh? That's when you know a woman. Go on inside. You know I love you. Go on.
Greenwood, an area in Tulsa, Oklahoma, populated predominantly by blacks, was established in part by Booker T. Washington around 1906 and became one of the more prosperous territories in the country. So much so that it came to be known as the Negro Wall Street, or now known as Black Wall Street. The ambitious black Americans that lived there started their own newspapers, grocery stores, movie theaters, churches, dentistries, hospitals, law firms, and several schools. On June 1st, 1921, it would be no more. With airstrikes from above and riotous groups on the ground, hundreds of white residents laid siege to the buildings and citizens of Greenwood. A program to allot reparations was established, but nothing could replace the loss of billions of dollars, thousands of lives, hundreds of businesses, and a flourishing community. With this blend, it is the goal of Black Brew to honor the people of Greenwood and the spirit of Black Wall Street. Coffee for the culture.
What's up, y'all? This is Larry Goodwell, comedian, man. Y'all can catch me on Kraig Facts on YouTube, Pharcyde TV, hanging with these ain't shit, opinionated ass, genius, nobody ass, nothing ass niggas, man. Y'all check me out, man. Kraig Facts, nigga.
Kraig Facts. Kraig Facts. Kraig Facts. Kraig Facts. Kraig Facts. Where you at, Kraig Facts?
Guess what, y'all? I have a new product. It's called the 6ix9ine Snitch Finger.
Show do not have a goddamn. Is that a lace front beard?
You just put it on.
Hey, man, I'm about to get, man, I wish I knew who the fuck said that shit.
And point to the person you're snitching on.
Bitches go home for Christmas.
Man, I ain't
It was this nigga. It was that nigga here. It was this nigga here. This nigga here. I wanted to go home, nigga.
$25 plus shipping and handling.
That bitch is bad, man. What's her name?
I'm glad it was snaps.
We're back. Hey.
Get him, show.
What you got for a show?
Oh, man, in hip hop, bro, it's crazy as fuck, bro. I would just say, if you're in Chicago, man, do not go to jail out there, bro.
Why is that?
Rico Reckless, man, he put the Reckless in Rico, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the fuck you want to call it, man. He said in jail, bro, he said, don't get knocked the fuck out in jail, bro. They do some shit where if you get knocked out, man, they spit in your ass. You know what I'm saying? If you knocked out.
I think that only happened to him. They was even doing that. Then what?
What's the point? How do you know you gotta get up?
I'm lost as a motherfucker. I don't talk about it. What's going on with that, man?
I just don't understand how somebody just spitting their ass like that.
Pants down and then basically, bro.
He woke up with a wet booty. What happened?
So basically, what the dude said is, so I was watching No Jumper. You know what I mean? And then so basically, he said that basically what they do is, he said niggas that's not even fighting or never getting no beef will even come through and basically make a gumbo, you know, in your ass, like spit in there. So they said the purpose of this
gumbo,
yeah. So that shit wild as fuck.
If you don't get this soggy ass story out of here, I wouldn't even read about that.
No, I didn't read about it. I seen it on No Jumper.
You know he gave
So what happened was, so they said the purpose of this, man, is basically to humiliate you, and basically so the police could call your family and tell you, yo, we just performed a rape kit on your man.
So just don't commit crimes, man.
Anything that basically.
Ain't no fake rape, nigga. You gonna rape a nigga in jail. You gonna rape him.
Yeah.
So
he's not being honest. He's just not being honest that he got raped. Is what it is.
I believe that's what it is, man. But nah, whatever.
How did you spit in a nigga booty? What did he just? Never mind.
Why is his booty out?
Who put his booty out?
He has
pull his booty out.
He has circles in his drawers or something.
Man, I don't know.
Go on to the next story.
Did they knock him out to do this? Or
yeah, they knocked him out.
To do this?
Yeah, that's the thing that goes on in Chicago.
So the purpose is...
out. I'm already down. I'm down. I'm down. In case anybody's wondering, I'm down. I'm down.
See, that's what they said. That's what.
So they got knocked out.
That's what they said, so they could call your family because it's body fluid. You know what I'm saying? So basically,
you perform a DNA test on your asshole.
Yeah, but no, that's more. Oh yeah, so.
For niggas to walk by and spit in your butt.
I've been knocked out before. Have you rolled over and your ass is juicy?
Rico Reckless said that he pried it apart and then spit. I guess.
How do you remember this if he was knocked out though?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
That nigga was awake.
He wasn't knocked out.
He was fighting.
In his head.
So he said this on that
no jumper. Yeah, he said. Yeah.
Some of all these niggas that go running to him
and then the cold thing, one dude said, "No, I wouldn't do that," and he said, "But this nigga would." And I hate when niggas say that aggressive. Hell yeah, I would. And he put it like that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he asserted, like confirmed, like, yeah, I did something like that before.
I was spitting your butt.
That's what he said, bro.
Any nigga
that shit. That shit is unacceptable.
Just for clarity, any nigga that spit in another nigga butt.
Yeah.
You're a fag too.
Yeah. You can't spit nobody's butt from far.
Bro, this shit down.
Y'all like that. You gotta get close to a nigga's ass. Just I'm just saying. Spit in the butt. You can't spit in the butt from 20 feet. So that's the shit.
Ass
That's crazy.
How does this even come up in your mind to do this to somebody?
All right.
Like who's the first person to think, hey,
niggas in prison they bored.
Hold on. Somebody really had to be raped to know that is the process of that's how it got. Who told the nigga, like, if it's a little fluid by your booty and you're knocked out, right. They gonna say you got raped.
Them niggas be reading them law books though, so they be.
But who rolled through read that? Go to the wet booty section. There's no wet booty section in the law book.
Who started the trend? Who was the first?
Show.
Why do we want to know who started the trend?
It's a crew.
You know what we should start doing?
Right.
They start hitting knocked out for this motherfucker.
I got an idea.
Start spitting the booty.
You really want to embarrass him.
You're knocking him out wasn't enough.
Hear me out.
Knock him in. They got no slang for it?
I know you
strong. What's the slang? What would you call that?
What'd you call it, Otto?
Spitty booty?
Spooty.
Spooty. We got spooty.
We got spooty.
Got little spooty.
Little spooty in over here.
I don't got on them cheek parting gloves right now.
Cheek parting.
You the partner. You ain't the spitter. You just the partner. Hold over, Brim over here, nigga.
Cheek parting gloves
Cheek
are
spreaders
hilarious. That's fucking hilarious.
That's some weird stuff. Prison culture, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, thank you.
We ain't gonna blame that on prison, man.
Why would he tell that?
Yeah.
You say you're a rapper?
Yeah.
Why would he tell that?
trying to prove he a real dude.
No, he said that in an interview, bro.
That's like saying, come get me.
Maybe it's a warning. Listen, I've already been got.
Man,
don't do me anymore. I've been got already. Okay. Get one of the other guys now.
You going somewhere? Or that's an excuse. You know what I'm saying? That's the excuse. Oh, he knocked me out and spit in my butt. That's why they saying that. Oh, nigga, that ain't why they saying that.
Yeah, that ain't why.
How did you say that tough? Yeah, you say knock me. I didn't knock me out. Spit in my butt.
Yeah, the butt spit.
Yeah, Spooty. I got Spooty. I got Spooty.
Fuck out of
That should be a DP. If I'm a shot caller, you did what?
Right.
You did what, homie?
That was funny.
I gave him Spooty. You spooting on these
Slide them bugs, man. We got discipline. We can't
roll it up.
I thought we do Spooties. Y'all do Spooties?
Bro.
Y'all ain't never heard of Spooty?
Y'all never did it. That's why.
Oh, that's how y'all play over here.
Okay.
That, nah.
Right.
Can't do it.
Somebody else got to talk.
Yeah.
Duncan and Otto, both of y'all.
You got something to say?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, yeah, something to say. Spooty, eh? All right, you know what I mean? Elon Musk is in the news again. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of Elon Musk, one of y'all niggas. Jesus, is that a taco or? All right, as we all know, Elon Musk bought shares in Twitter. You know what I'm saying? He was a 9% majority holder, in the company. Now he's offering $43 billion for the whole company. He wants the whole kit and caboodle. He don't want part of it. He want to get them. And actually, he's saying, if y'all don't consider this offer, I'm going to take back my 9%. You know what I'm saying? And take that out y'all company.
No,
so
it seems like a very small number for somebody.
Nah, it's shares though, equal shares. Yeah, for one person on 9% is a whole lot. That's majority of the company.
Of $1 billion company.
Yeah, that's majority of the
9%
company.
is a lot because most people
Yeah,
own
but
like
9% is slightly over tax. We'll be being taxed twice this year. Get out.
No, 9%.
Is he majority
Most people
owner?
own 2-3%. Like the richest of the wealthiest may own 2%.
No.
Who's
I
majority
understand
owner?
for an individual, for him to be running the raven. I'm the man. I'm this big. Okay, that's cool. But as a company, 9% of my company, whether it's 1,000 of y'all or whether it's just you and Todd, at the end of the day, y'all are 9%.
No, he's majority shareholder, which that means I have the most shares in your company. I own most of your company.
9%?
Yeah. So if I pull that out,
Called a whale.
Yeah, if
in
I
the
pull that
stock
out,
market, whales, what they do is they pull their money all the time to decrease the value of a stock.
All the time.
That's when you buy, and then they put their money back in later.
And that's what he said he gonna do. That's what he's saying. He basically saying, I will do that if y'all don't consider this offer. So that's bullshit. That's crazy.
It's kind of dangerous, though, man. Because when you have all these big, because at the end of the day, Twitter is media.
Yeah.
And we have Jeff Bezos that owns Amazon. You know what I mean? It's when he owns the Washington Post. You know what I mean? So when you saw having all these billionaires own media like that, that's very dangerous because they control what we talk about. And at the same time, if you look it up, Zuckerberg and a lot of other billionaires, they've been paying both Democrats and Republicans a lot of money because it's a bill going through right now to make the internet, like these companies, public utilities.
Oh yeah.
And these cats are spending like billions of dollars to fight it. So for him to get that, and while he's putting money in Congress to fight this being a public utility, it's one person being in control of your censorship. And that's something that's for all of us.
Yeah, well, that's what he's saying. He's saying he's trying to fight that. That's what he's saying. I'm not saying I agree with what he's saying, but he's just saying he's trying to fight the censorship part and let people speak freely. Because right now, Twitter is just basically what you're saying. It's just, you can't really tell the truth on Twitter. If you do, you kicked off. So he's saying he's trying to put a stop to that. What I'm saying is I'm with you, but if they making these companies public, that's dangerous. I think that Twitter being a public company traded on, that's very dangerous.
But the problem is what you said. Part of it, everything you said is cool, but you said you can't tell the truth on Twitter.
Yeah.
How do we know what the truth is? You know what I'm saying?
No, it's like a certain.
I think that's the issue. Motherfuckers thinking that what they saying is right. And like everybody can't be right. Somebody got to be wrong.
No, I'm just saying something that's backed with facts. Say you drove here today. We know you did that because you drove here in a car, and it'd be somebody on Twitter like Kraig don't even got no car. Kraig is a nigga that ride a bike. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Censor niggas.
Yeah. There we go.
And they trying to censor the subclasses, the non-elite. They don't want us to have a voice. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
They don't want cats sharing videos of people getting shot by the police and stuff like that. They want to control that kind of propaganda. They control whatever they want. Like they'll come in liberal on one end, but on the other end, they totally Nazi with it.
On the other end, they spitting on it.
I got one more.
Do you sell though at $43 billion?
Do you sell?
That's got to be a shirt. That's got to be a shirt. See what I'm saying? That's got to be a shirt. Come on.
Well, if you got to think about it. Well, if he got 9% in your company, he already got. So him leaving or staying is gonna hurt. Either you gonna take this money or you gonna have to sell at a lesser price.
I'm taking the $43 billion
for sure. Fuck it.
They're gonna take it.
But that's the thing. It's worth way more than $43 billion. He's leveraging the 9%.
Yeah.
To offer $43 billion.
Right.
It's probably worth $100 billion.
Right. But he's saying
he's buying all the shares at 50 cents a piece, basically. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it equals up to for like around $43 billion.
See.
What would you buy Twitter for that?
Yeah, like if I'm wealthy and have that kind of money, it's in my best interest that I own my own media outlet. William Randolph Hearst did it. That's what you do when you're wealthy and powerful. You control the narrative.
Right.
And if you on Twitter's the biggest media company out there right now because when people are sharing, people don't go watch CNN. They don't watch MSNBC. They see articles get shared on Twitter.
Yeah.
So on Twitter, you can control the flow of information. If I don't want y'all talking about this bill that's out in the public right now in Congress to make this a public utility, those web links ain't gonna show up on your timeline. You may have sent them, but 2 people gonna see it.
Yeah.
So I would do that. But if I had that kind of power. And that's what I want to keep this in my interest. I would do that because you can control people see.
That's a fact.
And then you can make it seem real cool because now, I'll start letting you guys see titties and talk about weed. So now the 80% who don't think about shit, now they happy.
Yeah.
Because I can see titties now.
Yeah.
So you do something like that, then you give a little bit, take a whole lot.
That's a fact. Well, All right.
How much Black Planet going for, you think?
Oh, man. About 100,000.
You can buy that shit on Craigslist.
And the niggas who work for that shit, like, nigga.
You got another one? Go ahead.
All right, CDC says that STDs raised at a record number the first year of the pandemic. So I got a question. Y'all niggas was going in raw or what? Niggas scared they was finna die and start going raw? Like, fuck it. Because they say STDs raised like to an alarming number, you know what I'm saying, throughout this pandemic. You know what I'm saying? So
Yo, what's crazy about that is a lot of people was locked in with their with their wives and their girlfriends. So where was that coming from? You know what I mean?
A lot of people broke up during the pandemic.
Yeah, it's a new
I could probably name 10 couples just
done.
It's over for.
I just think it's a lot more fucking going on these days. Yeah, it's a lot more fucking, a lot more free LGBTQ elemental P fucking going on. So
you don't know the letter.
Yeah. That nigga got the letter. That nigga got a tattoo on your neck.
I seen a tattoo on your shoulder. Yeah. This how you show it.
A little bit of column.
Yeah,
a little bit. I don't.
Oh shit.
I mean,
no, go ahead.
I'm saying, you think it's fucking over?
Yeah, it's more fucking. So the more fucking is the result of more fucking is more STDs going around. A lot of no one wants to wear condoms no more either. Like especially the kids. I'm seeing kids in schools
hold on.
I didn't know what the kids like, my nigga. This is a different show. That nigga's registered. That nigga ain't gonna live next to a playground. Kids ain't let you go wrong. This nigga can't live next to a school. That nigga ain't live next to a school. He said the kids are demanding.
They carry condoms.
Man, that's why you got that kind of hat. Got the that's that Chris Hansen hat.
So after you put a muzzle on show and listen, I'll teach you something. I'm talking about high school kids. They are out there. They are doing a lot more stuff. I know because I teach.
Oh, okay. So what do you teach? You teach sex education? What do you teach, my nigga?
You don't teach in the Catholic school, do you?
Detention.
I'm gonna go to hell to go to detention.
I teach math, I teach English, I teach science, I teach history, I teach drama, and I teach PE.
That's right. That's
Drama,
right.
Teacher for real.
Yeah, I don't feel teacher.
That nigga said he
Plus,
teach
you don't want
PE.
to stay with Otto. He'll be.
Hey, so y'all don't think it had nothing to do with like the fear that was being pumped? Because we had a lot of fear, like end of the world type shit that was going around during the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? And niggas might make this, you know what I'm saying? I might not be here tomorrow. You know what I mean? Let me see what it do. You know what I mean? Without this thing on it. You know what I'm saying? You leave it in
My
there.
girl was fucking this nigga, and she asked me if they could start going raw. I said, as long as the nigga pay me, bitch, I don't give a fuck.
There you go.
There you go.
Niggas were focused on masks.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Niggas had hormones. They just wanted to fuck.
But it goes to show you
Nigga want to fuck hormones.
Nigga, them hormones right there, nigga. Oh, nigga. Hormones is going wild. Hormones stick to the motherfucker.
I bet your hormones got some good pussy.
Hormones. Niggas is just double, triple entendre right now. Hormones? Oh, y'all niggas don't get it. A hormoning them. That's all they got. I got it.
Shit, we gonna wrap up the show, man. Tell everybody where they can find you, Snaps.
All right, Penn Roethlisberger on IG. That's Snaptastic_Penn. Get your I Right gear. Check it out. I dropped some freestyles. Dina Collective album on the way. You think you're right all the time? Well, I write more.
Straight up.
That's that trap. Go ahead.
She calling your phone?
No, she.
I know you hear me, Otto.
She ready to spit in his butt.
Spotty. That's just Spooty.
Thinking about it. I'm ready to give you the Spooty.
After she knock him out.
That's why she threw that bottle at you.
Y'all really don't know that. Y'all really know Blaze is low key bald, so she actually came to come redo Blaze tracks.
That's too long.
That was too specific. Sound kind of me.
I'm just saying.
Some malice involved with that,
Vitriol, man. Blaze is bald. You can't see it in the camera. Got on your
Hey, you already know what it is, man.
Oh, shit. Hold on. You looking for it? She even got in the chat. Best
that nigga out of like, not yet, bitch. I'm gonna bring you in here. Spooty Tay.
Spooty Tay. Wow, that's funny.
That's a word too. Go ahead, Blaze. Tell me what I can find.
Go ahead. Yeah, man. Bad Boy Blaze. Shout out to myself. That's OOBLZ at Instagram. Holla backwards.
Hey. Hey, what's up, man? This be your boy, The Real DJ Show. Make sure you follow me. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, The Real DJ Show, Twitter, all at The Real DJ Show, Plan A Radio on YouTube. If you need some music, write up on your song. If you need to write up on your song, make sure you hit me up, planaradiostation.com. Tap in, you know what I mean?
Let's go. You heard his shavers.
I called him that on Tuesday before the show. You know who I called me? If somebody in the chat room called you Heard Shavers too.
I feel you. You shop at Anna's Linen. No, you get the pregnancy outfits at, nigga.
Nah, Anna's Linen, you buy
shit. It's all plastic.
That nigga's
all mattress.
You came in here dressed with wet laundry, Tom. That shit was not even dry, my nigga. That shit was dead. That nigga got wet wrinkles in his shirt, nigga.
Show it off.
Hello, world. Hope you humans been enjoying this. Hope you guys been enjoying this human experience. Shout out to all the Kraig Factors. You can tap in with me on Instagram. It's Autobots. You can catch me on YouTube.
Autobots.
You can catch me on TikTok.
Autobots.
You can catch me on IMDb.
Autobots.
And you can also catch me on Kraig Facts.
Autobots.
Smoking rocks.
Smoking rocks. That's crazy.
Autobots. Catch me in it. Oh, never mind. I like that shit. You gonna put that shit to a beat or what?
I put it to a beat.
Spooty.
The Spooty mixtape.
The Spooty mixtape? You see how a nigga just challenged me to a beat off?
That nigga prepared too. He got his gloves on and everything. That nigga like shit. I just moisturize these up. It's nothing, nigga.
You ready to go?
You ain't never felt oiled up leather. Spooty. Yeah, man, The Real Duncan Penny Hughes on Instagram. Follow me there. Blade Brown out right now. Y'all fucking with that heavy. I appreciate y'all. NerdGangClothing.com. And yeah, nigga, your mom's a man. Go ahead.
You had to find out the hard way.
Yeah, you know. That's the only way you find out. You ain't never find out. That's the only way I don't find out is the hard way.
You're on there.
I don't think there's any other way.
Has to be another way. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Spotify. Uncle Ty Comedy, man. IG, Twitter, Facebook. Check the album out, man. It's called I'm Out There. Left Me in Pasadena. Blame the Bartender. Yo, you only young once, man. Check this shit out, man. I'm out there rapping this shit, man.
Spooty.
No, ain't no Spooty. Blazed on the Spooty remix.
Remix. You got a song called You're Only Young Ones?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That tooth got the weapons.
Yeah, you only young once. Bars out there, man. Y'all check that out, man.
That
you know
nigga tried to talk about your tooth, though.
Oh, man.
It was a tooth reference.
He got the two-tone gums, man.
You said that before. You got a spooty rag on your arm.
Spooty rag.
call. That's how you
clean up behind.
Show just took a final at PetSmart.
I can be off the leash now. I can walk myself.
You got jumped in a dojo for rigging the game of Chinese checkers.
That was long. When you said dojo, you should have hit it like right.
Checker play.
Yeah, man. Well, shout out to the I'm Out There Nation, man. I know y'all out there, man. We out there.
Go to hotepis.com, incenseandashtrays.com. I just wrote another book, second book in the year. Not a big book, small book. Just to keep it direct and to the point.
Yeah, ain't nothing small about you.
They're gonna be talking like bleeding gums. I wrote another small book, just real quick to the point, something you can read real fast. But talking about how to communicate.
Okay.
I knew somebody.
I knew somebody was gonna say it. Now I knew somebody was.
Not till next summer, man. Not till next summer.
Somebody.
Y'all ain't shit. Nigga said not till next summer. As long as it's getting better. As long as you're reading out loud, he be good. You know what I'm saying? That nigga got a popcorn read.
Chapter 1.
Like, who taught this nigga? No, who taught this nigga chapter?
That is a fucking. Nigga say fucking and chew the book up.
That's funny, nigga. That's funny. Yo, that's funny as shit. Nigga
Fucking that book up. Tearing the binding out. He turned it out.
It must be edible. Gotta be edible.
He told us it was snack size. I wrote a small book, snack size. You know what I mean? You just half a bag of popcorn, you be done.
He said, "Babe, you gotta try these Dewan books. They're delicious."
You said he wrote an edible book?
It's a cookbook.
It's book jerky.
Chew about it. Just chew about it.
Nigga ate the recipes out the book. How you eat the recipes out the book?
Get in me, Bob.
Read the page, eat it. Read the page, eat it.
You gotta have a good memory. You remember what he said? That's one of the funniest things I ever heard.
An edible book.
That's funny as hell. That's funny, motherfucker. Doug can leave chocolate stains on the pages.
Oh, shit.
Fuck you, nigga.
Only way you know is if Duncan read your book and you gave it to Show, so Show knows that if this
that's way too long, bro.
that shit, bro.
You had your 3-0 run.
Yeah, man.
You're 3-0 run. Not the free throw.
They got that Ron Artest game. That nigga wild as fuck for the rest of the quarter. 3 good things. That nigga.
Airball, 7 straight free throws. Man. Kraig Facts Live, man. We salute y'all. We fuck with y'all. Salute to the chat room. And make sure to leave a comment after the video to tell everyone how much you love the show and share the motherfucker.
Yeah, do that. Do that. Share. Show your people, man.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah, appreciate y'all last weekend, man. 2 sold-out shows all the way up the block.
Hey.
Oh.
Share it right now.
The owner, man. I leave him alone.
Leave him alone, nigga. That nigga 6'12". Nigga can't hoop, though.
Good nigga, man. Good nigga, man. But, hey, that's been this episode of Kraig Facts. If I owe you something, is there anything else I need to... Oh, April 21st.
Talk to him.
Hey, we got a show with Baron Davis. He's releasing a new cannabis brand called Personal Stash. Man. All you got to do is go on my website. It'll be up tomorrow. We'll have something up for you to purchase, and you can get in for free and come hang with us if you want, and hang with some NBA players. You know what I'm saying? It's an invite-only party. It's April 21st. It's the release of Baron Davis's cannabis brand. It's called Personal Stash. Y'all can come hang out with us. Listen to us tell jokes, vibe, and also get to smoke some of Baron Davis's new cannabis brand. There'll be several NBA players there hanging with us, man. April 21st, man.
And Ty gonna be there. What?
Yeah, that's next week. That's next what?
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Yeah, so after the show, y'all gonna be there.
Yeah, come from Slink Johnson, Rito Brown, Teddy Ray, Lewis Belt.
Teddy Ray's finna slide through there. You know what I'm saying?
Baron Davis, it's gonna be a lot of us there chilling, man. Y'all come mess with us, man. It's gonna be a well of a time.
Yeah.
Yep. That's been this episode of Oh You Something Get It From God. God.
That nigga Mike Beasley look like what's my nigga name? $1 million worth of game. What's the nigga name?
Man, that wasn't gay.
The other nigga.
Gilly?